I want to share with you 3 powerful ways that you can interrupt a self-limiting pattern. First, what's a self-limiting pattern? It's a repeated way of thinking, feeling, or acting that keeps you stuck having the same results over and over, even when you consciously want something different for your life. So most of the time, these limiting patterns are coming from our subconscious mind. It's often an outdated program that's still running in the background. Your brain and your nervous system, they are wired for what's familiar, what's predictable, and what's efficient. So if something has been repeated over and over, like procrastination, being late, self-doubt, overeating, overreacting, scrolling your phone, being addicted to stress, it becomes automatic like a default setting. So the brain says, great, we've done this before, let's do it again, even if it's holding you back. So if you want to change the outcome, you have to interrupt the pattern. There are 3 ways that you can do that. The first is awareness, in real time, not later, not after the fact, in the moment. So the second that you notice, oh, I'm doing that thing again, you've already disrupted the loop. Call it out, you name it, you say, I see you. Awareness activates your prefrontal cortex, part of your brain that's responsible for decision making, interrupts it instead of running the old conditioned program. In other words, you're no longer operating on autopilot, you're now in choice, and that is powerful. The second is pattern interruption. This is something that you can do physically, mentally, changes to your environment. So when you feel or notice that limiting pattern come up, you shift your state. You stand up, you move your body, you focus on your breathing, mindful breathing, you change the room you're in, you go outside, you can clap 5 times, you can say no 5 times, you can give yourself a hug. Do something immediate to interrupt the old program. This is not random, this is science. Your physiology and your state of being drives your thoughts and your behaviors. So when you change your physiology, you interrupt the neural pathways that are about to fire. You want to extinguish that fire. It's like catching the loop mid-sentence and saying, nope, we're not going to have that thought today. So the third is replacing that limiting pattern with an identity-based action based on your future self. This is where the real change happens. Ask yourself, who do I really want to become? What personality traits do I want to have? What would the future version of me do in this moment instead? Choices would they make? Not perfectly, just one small step. Maybe it's making a new decision. Maybe it's going to the gym. Maybe it's putting the fork down. Maybe it's making a phone call, sending that email, following up on an opportunity, speaking differently, carrying yourself differently. Every time you act from that future version of you, you've already started wiring a new pattern into your brain and your body. The repetition is what makes that stick. So to recap, step 1 is awareness, become aware of the program that's running. Step 2, quickly interrupt the pattern. And step 3, take action, something in alignment with the future version of you. Do that consistently, at least 60 days, and you'll see that things will start to shift. And eventually, that old pattern will be replaced with an empowering one.